Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. So today we're going to be exploring how we can support children in understanding their emotions and developing key social skills through play. Play is a crucial part of learning. It's not just fun, it's foundational for emotional and social growth. Let's go ahead and get started. Through play, children learn to understand their feelings, solve problems, and connect with others. Play helps build social emotional skills like learning, sharing, calming down, and feeling empathy. From tummy time for babies to pretend games for older kids, play supports emotional growth at every age. And when caregivers join in with love and attention, children feel safe and learn even better. Understanding feelings through play is important for kids, especially since they often experience big emotions without knowing how to handle them. Playing allows children to notice, name, and manage their emotions effectively. Simple games with routines, like singing songs or using a timer during cleanup, provide a sense of calm and safety. When adults step in to help name feelings and guide kids through them, it empowers kids to manage their emotions on their own. A fun activity to try at home is to use dolls or animal toys and act out different emotions. So happy, mad, or scared, and demonstrate ways to help these toys feel better. This method not only teaches kids about their emotions, but also how to handle their emotions positively. So something that I hear a lot from parents is that they want to play with their kid, but they don't know how. And that's totally valid. Most of us are not 5 and younger, right? So we'll go down age by age and explore some developmentally appropriate play. So let's start with babies. So this is going to be ages 0 to 12 months. So at this stage, babies are discovering their world through physical exploration. They engage in activities like tummy time, crawling, rolling, and they return frequently to their caregiver for comfort. So games that foster social interaction would be like peekaboo. It's simple but efficient in helping babies begin to engage with others. Then there's the magic of mirrors. So watching a baby recognize their own reflection and become more curious about their face, how it moves and expresses, and then also the faces of other people. That activity sparks both curiosity and a sense of self-awareness. Some gentle activities like baby massage or playing patty cake are wonderful for creating a sense of calm and connection. Moments of touch and attention strengthen the bond between the caregiver and the child. A fun idea that you can try at home is to create a sensory basket. So fill it with soft cloths, rattles, safe toys, and while your baby explores these items, you can narrate their actions. Oh, you grabbed the bunny blankie. Isn't it soft? Just describing what they're doing and talking to them as they play and explore. This not only stimulates their senses, but also enriches their language development. These are early play experiences. They are foundational in helping babies feel loved, secure, and eager to learn. So, kind of briefly mention it, right? Play and bonding. So, let's go into that a little bit more. So, engaging in play with your child builds connection and relationship. When your child's having moments where they're experiencing big feelings that they don't know how to handle, and you respond with a sense of calm and comfort, which we call co regulation, they come to understand that they are safe and that their emotions can be managed. Interactive activities like singing or bouncing together serve more than just entertainment. They also help to foster connection. Your soothing voice, comforting touch, and warm eye contact form the foundation of a strong relationship. Keep in mind these simple gestures during play create a lasting foundation of emotional security and trust. So one thing that you could try here is holding your child and swaying while singing a song. You know, kids really like those Miss Rachel songs, for example. When they look away from you, stop singing. And then when they look back at you, start singing again. So this is interaction. This is the child kind of learning cause and effect as well, and keeping them engaged with you. You're also touching at this time. It's a sense of comfort and safety, and also kind of fun. Babies get a kick out of, you know, kind of like sudden pauses. If you've ever seen a kiddo laugh when something like suddenly starts or stops, that's why. They just really seem to enjoy apprehension and suddenness. So it's kind of stimulating for the brain. Okay, so we talked about babies, how to play with babies. Let's talk about toddlers. And as a toddler mom myself, I will say, I don't know, might be biased, but I think the toddler stage for play is the most fun. So toddlers are at a stage where they're starting to express what they want and how they feel. It's a critical time for them to learn about emotions and social interactions. A key activity is pretend play. So they are starting to do pretend play now. So you could feed a doll or pretend to cook together. This kind of play helps them understand social concepts and develop empathy. Another important activity is turn taking games. So they really like interaction with you. So you could roll a ball back and forth. You could crash cars into each other, take turns crashing cars. I know my kid really likes that at this point. These games are really excellent for teaching toddlers patience and the value of sharing. Because not only are they waiting their turn, they're also sharing their toys with you. So it gets them started on the right path. And naming emotions during play. So by saying things like, oh, the bear is sad, and showing how to comfort the bear, we teach toddlers to express their feelings constructively. We name the feeling, we do something about the feeling, and we're also showing how to comfort others. These play ideas not only entertain, but also help toddlers grow emotionally and socially. So embrace these playful moments as opportunities to nurture development. So play also serves as a great tool for teaching social skills to little ones. Through play, children naturally acquire skills like taking turns, problem solving, and demonstrating kindness. It's kind of fascinating how they navigate small disagreements and adhere to simple rules, which they create on their own almost. When children participate in pretend play, they're not just having fun, they're also honing their empathy and contemplating how others might feel. Now, keep in mind that developing social skills takes time, but play creates a safe environment filled with opportunities for practice. So, one thing that you could potentially do is setting up a pretend picnic. So, help kiddo offer food, wait their turn, and saying kind things like, oh, would you like some? Thank you, you're welcome. Um, Engaging in that kind of pretend play. You can have your stuffed animals involved, other family members involved, it could be just you two, but getting them engaged in opportunities to imagine social scenarios. Speaking of social scenarios, our preschool age kids are in the prime of social engagement. For a lot of kiddos, this is like their first opportunity outside the home to connect with kids outside of their family, or outside of daycare, right? This is when they're in school, there's more rules to adhere to, there's more friendship dynamics, and so that's going to change the way that we play with them when they're home with us. So preschoolers are really starting to navigate friendships and understand feelings, which is a really exciting step in their social development. So dress up games and role play can be more than just a fun activity. They're useful tools that allow kids to step into somebody else's shoes and imagine different perspectives. This kind of play helps them develop empathy and understand how others might feel. Emotion games like feeling charades are great tools for helping preschoolers express themselves. So they name and act out the emotion. Kids learn to articulate their feelings better this way. This not only helps in communication, but also helps them manage their emotions, kind of like naming and taming it. Even simple board games teach essential skills like waiting your turn, understanding and following rules, and coping with the disappointment of losing. Um, That can be really hard for some kids, which is totally natural at this stage, but we can help them learn to cope with that. A fun idea that you could try at home is to create a feeling spinner or a dice. So you roll it and then act out the feeling using your face, your voice, your body language. This gives your kiddo a chance to explore emotions in a safe and playful environment. And the goal about, learning all of this stuff is to make it fun and engaging. So yes, we're teaching them, but we're having a great time while we're doing it. So if you've seen a few videos with me in them, you'll notice that I kind of talk about brain development a lot. Brain development is fascinating, and especially in our little ones, because they develop so quickly and so many changes happen. So you'll hear about it from time to time, but we're going to explore how play supports brain development. So play is like a workout for the brain. It's not just a physical outlet, but it's a mental outlet. And it's especially supportive for the areas responsible for focus, feeling calm, and making connections. Think about how joyful and safe kids feel when they're running around, laughing, and playing pretend. These activities help them to feel secure, which is essential for learning. So feeling safe helps their nervous system stay balanced, promoting calmness and being open to new experiences. When children are playing with caring adults, they're also learning lessons about handling emotions, building relationships, and learning through watching you. This is where they start to understand empathy, other people's perspectives, trust, and developing skills that they're going to use throughout their lives. An activity to try at home is like a feelings obstacle course. So a regular obstacle course, but with feeling stations. So when you get past one obstacle, before you can move on, having a feeling to act out. So using your body language, using your voice. If you're mad, for example, you might stomp your foot and get an angry voice, cross your arms. And then you can move on to the next one. Or if you're feeling calm, doing a stretch, putting your hands behind your head, giving out a deep breath, like, you know. There's different ways to express emotions. Be a little over the top with it, honestly. Kids are better at exploring feelings when they're a bit exaggerated rather than, a bit muted as we would normally express our feelings. But make the playtime engaging. This helps children connect physical movements with emotions. Everyday moments can be opportunities for SEL play. This isn't something you need special toys for. You don't have to go on Amazon and order, SEL related toys. And kids will play with anything. I mean, my son loves empty boxes. He'll climb inside of it and pretend it's a race car. You don't need special items to engage in SEL play. The beauty of this type of play is that it can be woven into daily activities. So, like one thing you could do is turn chores into playful interactions. And this not only helps kids feel included, but builds up their sense of responsibility. And your reactions during challenging motions are also equally important. By staying calm, you're teaching your child valuable stress management skills. So if you're playing with blocks and the tower gets knocked down, instead of getting frustrated or, like reacting super strongly, just like, oh, okay, we'll just rebuild it. You're being calm and you're showing them that they don't have to get upset either, that they can just try again. One thing that you can do at home is to turn cleanup time into a race. So who can pick up the most toys the fastest? Or sing a good night song to your toys as they're being put away. It's key to keep these activities playful and low pressure, and it's more enjoyable for them and more enjoyable for you. As we engage in these playful interactions, we're supporting trust and emotional learning and embracing these moments every day as opportunities for play and learning really helps them develop those social emotional skills. As we wrap up, let's remember some key takeaways. So kids naturally absorb emotional and social skills when they are engaged in safe, loving play. It's important to acknowledge that while each age group has unique needs, the core requirement for all children is connection and opportunities to practice their skills. Play is a powerful tool. It helps children articulate their feelings, manage stress, and collaborate with others. And the most valuable toy that you can offer is yourself. Your time, your voice, your attention, these are priceless for your child's development. So, final tip, focus on connection, not perfection. Every playful interaction you have with your child is an opportunity for growth. There is no right or wrong way to play. Now, your child might say otherwise. You know, my son says the green car can't go down the ramp, that's only for the red car, right? So they might have different standards, but as far as social emotional development goes, there is no wrong way to play. And like always, before the video ends, we have some resources for you guys. So starting with First 5 Calaveras, they offer programs and support for families with children ages 0 to 5, including early childhood education, parenting resources, and community events. The Resource Connection provides services for children and families, such as childcare support, parenting classes, and advocacy resources. Women, Infants, and Children for nutrition assistance, health education, and resources for families with young children. I also put on here pathways.org. This is actually super great. If you're going to scan any of these, scan this one because it has a lot of great play activities for children by developmental age. So they upload ways to play or activities and ideas to engage with your child at their stage of development. So for example, there's going to be like an activity you can do with a 6-month-old or an activity that you can do with like a 3.5-year-old. So that's a great resource. Definitely check that one out. PBS Kids, they have online activities, games, and crafts that enhance learning, creativity, and social emotional growth. Head Start California and Early Head Start says early childhood education programs that promote school readiness, social emotional development, and family support services. We also, of course, have Nexus Youth and Family Services programs for young kids, such as PC Care, Heart Smart Kids, parenting classes, etc. And then behavioral health in Amador and Calaveras County for mental health support, counseling, family resources, things of that nature. We also have a couple surveys, so if you guys don't mind scanning this and filling it out, it helps us tailor these presentations to our population. What are we needing? What are we looking for? So if you could fill that out, that'd be super helpful. And thank you so much for following along, listening to our presentation, and we will catch you with the next one.